All right, all right, all right. All right. Hold on, guys. Hold on, just having some technical difficulties. Let's get that camera.
Bluetooth is connected.
Oh man. Oh boy. All right, let's see if we get the camera back. Come on, baby. Come on. Sorry, guys, having some technical difficulties right now. Having some technical difficulties. All right, we want PC mode. Let's go. Camera, come on, baby. Let's put this camera on right here. Go. Yes. Yes. Okay. All right, let's slide that back. Bam. Woo. Woo. Hey guys, what is up? What is up? What is up? Levi the Parrot. Like and subscribe. Let's get this. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let me get my deepest voice ready for you guys. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Levi Apparel. Like and subscribe. I appreciate all of you for tuning in. All right, all right, all right. You know where it's at, Levi Apparel. All right. So normally what we talk about is t-shirt, custom design stuff. You know what I'm saying? But for today, and many days to come, and when we do these lives, of course, we gotta get you stimulated. We gotta get you ready. So guess what? We're gonna give you local news, national news, and all around good news to let you get started with your morning, evening, wherever, whatever time it is, or if you catch this on the replay. All right? And then after that, we're going to go back to regularly scheduled programs. Levi Apparel, custom design t shirts. All right? Also, you can check us at leviapparel.com. That's www.leviteapparel.com, where you can buy all your merch. You can currently my custom design feature is a little bit I mean you can still design. Yeah, you can still design. You go on the website, design what you want. If any issues, let me know. But yeah, we do embroidery, all that stuff, right? Everything is on the website, leviapparel.com. You know where it's at. Alright, cool. So today we got a lineup for you, a lineup. I thought I was gonna have more time, but it is what it is. So today we're gonna talk about DTF versus White Toner. That's a good one. Then we're gonna talk about from Condi. Then we're gonna talk about what's today? We're gonna talk about screen printing from Rock, automatic screen printing. Then we're gonna talk about what's the next one? What's the next one? This is the next one. We're gonna talk about a 14-year-old that apparently deleted his parents, both of them, mom and dad. Sad, sad news. But you know it's that Levi Apparel. Let's go. Ooh, I put a shirt and tie for you. Well, a shirt for you guys today. Got the little feet cut. You know? Yeah. All right, cool, cool, cool. Yeah. All right, all right, all right. Let's get it ready. And then also, I gotta make me like a dentist appointment to get myself right. Like to have some pearly whites and also get myself together. So hold on one second.
Detail.
Hold on, hold on. Okay, okay, we're right here. All right, let's get started. Bam. All right, so teen accused of killing parents. Number one, that is sad. That is really, really sad. Now, this guy's pretty much an orphan, and who knows if they have other kids. But regardless, it's a sad situation, and this is something you wouldn't even wish on your worst enemy. This person basically, kid crashed out. He crashed out, which is sad, unbelievable. And this is one of the reasons why, like, when you see your kid, give them a hug and just let them express themselves. Because sometimes these kids, they're holding back so much. You don't know what's going on outside. And then a lot of times, they take everything that's outside, they bring it inside, and then they release. And sometimes it's anger. You don't know where it's coming from. So when I get a chance, I have 5 kids. So when I get a chance, I do my best to, as soon as my little girls wake up, they come downstairs, I hug each one of them one by one. I give them like a 1-minute hug each. And I let them know, hey, daddy loves you. Right? The older teenagers, like, I give them like a side hug because they don't want a hug. They're at that age, but like they don't leave me alone. But anyways, so I give them a hug and I ask them, how was your day yesterday? Because a lot of times they're quiet, they're not saying nothing, and then you don't know what's going on. And just the slightest things, when it comes to teenagers. All of us been teenagers, sometimes you don't want to talk, but then something's bothering you, and you just need time to vent, and then after that you talk. But this is something different. This is basically monstrous. This is a monster right there, man. Like, growing up, I love my parents. Punishments, I like the fact that they punished me because they allowed me to learn from those punishments to be who I am today, a better person. And that way, like I called my dad, I was like, yo, when I was like in my early 20s or something like that, I said, Dad, I got a job, I got a place, I'm married, this and that. And I let him know straight up, I said, Dad, thank you. He's like, for what? Thank you for them butt whoopers. Shoot. He's like, he started laughing. He's like, for real? For real, son? Come on. I'm like, yeah, like, had you not punished me and, put me in a strict regimen to be a better person, I wouldn't be who I am today. Ability to have what I have and to, talk with others and help others and whatever, right? And still have a family. So thank you for setting me right because, like, I could have dropped and gone into gang life. I could have gone and dropped into drug life. I could have gone and dropped into, like, criminal life. I could have, but knowing that my dad, he don't play, shoot, I said, nah, I'll pass on all of the above. Let me just stay in my role, do what I need to, grow up, and then, hey, as an adult, I do as I will. But even as an adult, I still have my dad in the back of my head like, what are you doing? I'm gonna behave. You know what I'm saying? Like, but apparently this team took it to another level where who knows what happened, but it is what it is. I pray for his family now that's now having to reconcile with this situation and knowing that it's somebody close to them that caused the harm of their daughter, a mother, a potential sister, niece, cousin, grandchild, all the above. A dad, a brother, uncle, cousin, grandchild, whatever. Now it's gone, and it's all at the hand of a child that they had, which is sad. It's sad. It's sad. All right, now let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right. Let's get into it.
About a Clay County teen accused of killing their parents in their Middleburg home. Tonight, the 14-year-old's best friend is speaking with News 4 Jax. Family member also shared this photo of David Lee and Brandy Smith with us.
Their 14-year-old son, Trevor Lee, is now charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder. Their home sits near Silver Point and County Road 220. News 4 Jax reporter Alicia Hatcher went to the neighborhood where it happened and spoke with the teen's friend.
One of Trevor's closest friends, Kyrie Beeman, met us right outside of the Lee family home. He says he's known Trevor since elementary school and he just saw him Friday. He also says he spoke with him over the phone around 12:30 this morning, and the conversation they had, he'll never forget.
He told me that he loved me, and he told me that he was just calling to tell me goodnight.
The best friend of a teen now accused of murder replays the last conversation they had before learning the shocking news. Crime scene tape lined a Middleburg neighborhood Monday morning after a chilling 911 call from a 14-year-old boy.
Our 911 communications center received a call from a young man who stated he had just killed his parents. He stated that deputies could find his parents at the house and that he had walked just over a mile away to a church.
Deputies responded and arrested 14-year-old Trevor Lee. When deputies got to the home, they found David Lee and Brandy Smith shot and killed inside.
Preliminary investigation, and we're still very early in this investigation, it appears that there was some sort of domestic argument last night between Trevor Lee and his parents, and that this shooting culminated from that argument.
When we arrived on scene, a family member was there but declined to speak. But one person did open up, someone who didn't just know the family, he considered them his own.
They were probably the best or one of the best families I knew. They were funny, and they treated me very well. They told me all the time that they loved me like a son, and they treated me as such.
Kyrie says it's still hard to believe, but he hopes people remember Trevor for more than just what happened.
He's not a bad person just because he made one bad decision. He's done so much for everyone I know, and I don't want him just to be known as a killer or a murderer, and that he was a great kid, a great son.
Coming up on News 4 Jax at 6, we'll share the moment Kyrie says he will always cherish that he shared with the Lee family. For now reporting, Alicia Hatcher, Channel 4.
Wow, that is sad. That is really, really sad. Wow. And that's the other thing. He had a friend, so he had somebody to vent to and express how he felt. Like, oh man, that's sad. This kid just lost his whole life, all due to like a situation like this, which is sad. Which is really, really sad. Sad. Wow. 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 Man. Give me a second. I'm pin off to me real quick. Wow. Wow. Second, just trying to do something. Give me a minute. Just trying to send something real quick. So, like, subscribe. All right, much better, much better. Had to change this real quick. Yeah, that's sad. That's really, really sad. Like, friends, family, all this stuff. Yeah, that should have been somebody he could have reached out to, you know? But it is what it is. So, like I said, we bring you local news. Now, time to get to regularly scheduled program. As you can see behind me, this is what I do. T-shirt designing and stuff like that. Let's get it going. All right, all right. So, next. Whew, I'm still. Damn, damn, damn. That is sad. That is sad. Really, really sad. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Next. You know what? Give me a second. I gotta check something real quick. Hold on. Try to send this my Facebook group and see if I can. There it. No, no, no. Nah. Okay, I'll choose this one. Okay, one more. All right. So hopefully we're good. Hopefully we're good. Hopefully we're good. Damn, I didn't even record this. Give me a second. I gotta go to recording. Alright. Alright, guys. As usual, like, subscribe, Levi Apparel. Today I finally figured out how to send you guys all this notification. I didn't even know I could hit up my IG and just send up all the links so you guys can join. But it is what it is. Hold on one second. Let me put this on pause. Give me a second. Okay. All right. So, give me a quick second. I'm gonna pin off to the next one. All right. So, next up. Next up. All right. So, as usual, all right. As usual, we brought you some news. It was a little sad, but hey, um, that's what's going on. That's what's going on around the world. Um, Now the whole goal is to focus on just like apparel stuff. Apparel stuff. Man, I'm still saddened by that situation. Like, yikes, yikes. The kid just removed his parents altogether. And the bad part is it hasn't even set in for him yet. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna set in until he's sentenced to jail. He's sitting in a cell, and now he's gotta think about the fact that, yo, I did this. Nobody else, just me. And this is what the outcome is. I could have just talked. I could have just went to my room. I could have talked to, like, he has a best friend he could have talked to about his situation, right? And then laughed it off afterwards, and then just go back to playing as usual. See his mom and dad. Maybe he might be a little bit sad, not, want to talk to him, but it would have been like, oh yeah, carry on his life, eventually graduate, go to high school, and then his parents would have been there for him. And all this would have just been water under a bridge, because at the end of the day, when you're a child, sometimes a kid doesn't understand why they're being punished. They don't. They want to see their way, and that's it. It's sad. It's sad. But now he has to live with this situation, knowing that, he doesn't have a parent anymore, knowing that he doesn't have a mom anymore, knowing that at the end of the day, um, that's sad. That's really, really sad. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Hopefully, justice is served and he's able to. Um, I, I don't know what to say. It's sad. It's sad. Unfortunate. All right, let's move on to the next thing. Let's move on to the next thing. All right, cool. There we go. There we go. All right, so now we're gonna talk about screen printing. So there's different screen printing machines that's being made. Usually, you have the large screen printing machine that costs 100,000. But over time, these machineries are getting more innovative. They're making them smaller, more maneuverable. The gears are a little bit more to size. Instead of having a 10-foot footprint, a 20-foot footprint, 30-foot footprint, some are even becoming as small as 8 foot. Smaller, more compact, but still get the work done. You know, and all that is good because also when you have less machinery, moving parts being so big, you have less energy and power being used. So with that said, I introduce you the Rock EPO8M. If I had a industrial area where I could fit something that big, you best believe I would. But let me not say, let's play this video so you can see how this machine acts.
let's say, welcome to the brand new screen printing machine developed by Rock. The Rock E. And the E stands for electric. That means...
Wow, you guys don't understand. Electric, that means every component in there is operated electrically, which means less. Let me let them play.
That we basically need just power to run this press that is available on 8 stations until 6 colors, or 10 stations until 8 colors. It's a similar size of a Rock U, but the main difference is it doesn't require air connections. And why is that? Because after many testing, we decide that instead having a full electric solution in order to achieve the perfection required for a rock press on the print and stroke precision, air is part of the screen printing process. So why not having the machine generating its own air needs, but the customer and the printer doesn't need to have a compressor to fill it. So we just developed the Rocky with a built-in compressor. The machine runs exactly like a regular U-press. However, there's a big difference here, is the central lifting system. It's full electric.
Now, with that central lifting system, I noticed that it lifts up every screen together. I'm wondering, is that something they can change? Because what if there's no shirt in there? Like what happens? You feel me? Like what happens? And how does it apply the ink? Does it know when to apply the ink, or does it stay stationary even though the platen goes up and down?
The built-in compressor, after a certain number of cycles, turns on, but just for a few seconds. I'll show you how it sounds like. This is...
Okay, so my answer is my answer is already answered. Like if you look at right about here, right? Let me play it again. So right here, watch.
How it sounds like.
You see how it's going down?
This is the sound of the built-in compressor after a few cycles.
Okay, so I solved my own question, right? So apparently when the platen goes down, the squeegee does not move if it's not its turn to move. Which is good. So it just goes down, like all the platens go down, so that saves time. But the machine knows when to operate and actually apply the ink onto the shirts. And that's also pretty good. So yeah, I like that.
So it's just a few seconds, and the machine is ready to keep going. The Rocky is already equipped with a new HMI from BR, similar as the one used on the Rock Fit and on the Rock Nests. All the functions available in this control panel are similar on both.
So also what I notice is this, right? While the operator is there, it's only one person that's loading the shirt, removing the shirt, loading the shirt, removing the shirt. Right? Now you can remove that guy by just adding the M&R apparel shirt remover machine. They actually have that machine that actually lifts it up, pulls it out, and also puts it in. So you don't even need an operator. Both machines can act simultaneously together, right? So things like that does exist. But if you don't have the money to add the extra component and you get this, like it's so many things you could do. So if I was to instantly become a millionaire, I would get this machine right here. I'd probably get 2 of them, right? In case this one breaks, the other one's good, or have them both operating together. And I would just need like 2 people on each station. So this is the work of that machine itself, right? When you're doing automatic screen printing, right? You need somebody to screen print. You need somebody to remove the shirts and throw it in the conveyor dryer. You need somebody on the back of the conveyor dryer picking up everything after it's done, folding it, and packaging it. So that's like 3 people you eliminated, and now you only have 1. So that's pretty innovative. I like that. I like that. I like that.
Both presses. But there's a new improvement we are implementing on this press that will be available on the other ones later. So I'm talking about this simple device to easily lift the printhead for printhead access to clean, to put a flash gear in, or just remove the screen.
So what he's talking about, right? Sometimes you're screen printing and you notice the prints are not coming great because there may be a clog. So what he's saying is you can remove the screen, right? Clean the area where there's blockage of ink, put it back, and then put it back down, and the machine will act as nothing happened. It's just operation as usual. So,
Both versions of the Rocky are also served with a fit powder. What about
all right, let's go back real quick. Let's go back real quick.
are also
All right. Now, why I pause is because of this, right? This feature is crucial because sometimes, like, that's why I had to get that small, this small screen printing machine, and I have a larger screen printing machine, right? I didn't feel like removing the what do you call it, the platen, right, where the shirts will go to, and put another one that's smaller for tote bags. So I just made one separate because it's a headache trying to line it. So this right there is easy access, and it's already set up in a line, as you can see, to get the prints exact. So if you put a child, adult, medium size, large size, extra large size, platen for the 3x, 4x, 5x, whatever, that machine will accommodate it. I like that. I like that.
served with a fit powder. What about maintenance? According with the rock team, we basically need to take care of lubricating the drive system, lubricating the print as a regular U press or next press. There's something additional is the need of periodic purges of the built-in compressor, and maybe once a year replace the filters from the compressor. So say hello to the brand new Rocky, the perfect solution for those that don't have capacity or means to have an in-house compressor in their own shop, but it's a press that still runs 800 pieces an hour.
800 pieces an hour? Wow. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Woo! That is amazing. Man, I'm like in La La Land right now. Whew. Yo, this is the future, like automatic press, no longer you need to do anything, just make sure you just monitor it and the machine does all the work. And that's it. That's it. That's it. Nice. Nice. All right, all right, all right. Let me pin over to me, and then we're gonna go to the next one. Gonna go to the next one real quick. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Let me give an applause. Ooh, Rock outdid themselves. Ooh, man, man, that is crazy. But let me check see how much that thing costs, cause I want to know. Because when it's time for me to go in, yeah, I want to know. Let me see it. Will it tell me the price? Will it? Nah, I don't think it will. It doesn't look like it gives the price, but let me see. Yeah, it's not giving the price. Oh man. I gotta find it. Hold on. I may have to just call him and find it. It's called the Rock E Automatic Press. Okay, so these are the features. What's the price? Schedule a consultation. No, I just want to know the price. All right, let's see if we can call him. I'm gonna call him and see. Because I want to know. Yeah, because that's amazing. While I'm waiting for the call, let me see if I can get Hi Lisa. Yeah, hello. Can you hear me? Hey, what's going on? So I'm on YouTube Live right now, right? Yeah, I'm on YouTube Live. I don't have you on the air or anything. It's just you're in my ears. So you're in my headset. Now I was doing a review on your new machine because so let me introduce myself. So my name is Whiskey Pierre Lewis. I run a channel called Levite Apparel, and currently I'm in my screen printing journey right now. I have a 4-color first station screen printing machine. I also have a 1-color with the multi-head switch set up. The new thing that's out nowadays. Um, so I'm always looking towards the future of like where my business may go. So I called to see about your Rock E machine that's there. I just want to know like what's the price? Like how is it? Yeah, that thing was crazy. I just reviewed that video right now, currently as we speak, and then I was impressed. The switchable platens, the heads going down at all at the same time to save time for energy. And my favorite feature about it is the fact that even though all the heads go down, if it's not prompt to print, it's not gonna push the ink to flood. And that's like that's big. So saving energy, machine knows what to do, and the speed that it's able to go, so the operator can, as I'm looking at it, can like remove the shirts, add the shirts. It's amazing. It's amazing. So yeah, so I was looking for the price and I'm like, yo, I don't see it anywhere. Okay, okay, okay. You mind if I have you? Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, sure. My email is leviteapparel at gmail.com. That's Levite apparel apparel at gmail.com. And that's also the name of my YouTube channel if you wanna if you wanna watch me right now. you know? Shoot. 01420. So so I'm looking for at least I think I have to choose at least five colors, five to six. Um, bi- can you do like a you only go up to the lowest you go is six, right? Four. With the four, I find it to be mm, yeah, I think a six. Can you do a five, or does it go in like even numbers? Four, six, eight. All right, four, six, eight. Okay, so I think a six would be yeah. I probably do a six six. Can you do a six six by any chance? No, extra. Oh, for cooling and okay, 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 okay. All right, so okay, a six eight would be great. Six, yeah. Mhm. Okay. 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 All right. Now, when it comes to like price, is there like a is this like in the thousands? Like is it the double digits or are we looking like maybe in the singles, double? Yikes. Yikes. Okay, 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 okay. So this is definitely one of those if you're gonna do it, you need to do it correct. All right. Do you guys offer use machines refurbished or is it everything has to be brand new? Mm-hmm. Okay. Um is it what what you're saying is really interesting. I might have maybe a subscriber that's probably a little bit further along than me. Would it be okay if I put you on speaker and you can say that? Okay, there might be a subscriber out there that's a little bit further than I am. Like maybe they have a factory and they just haven't just watched me. Would it be okay if I put you on speaker and you can say that? Okay, 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 okay. All right, hold on, hold on. All right, guys, listen. Something spectacular just happened. I was able to get in touch with a wonderful lady that's part of the Rock um, machines, the automatic screen printing machines, and she's willing to just give some information that we've been seeking for the Rock. So yeah, I'm gonna have her on speaker, and then hopefully you guys can hear her, and I can just ask the questions, and she can give us the right information. So hopefully, one of you guys out there who may be looking for an automatic machine that can do what is being seen here, this is revolutionary. but yeah. So, all right, hold on. Let me see if I. Yes, yes. Let me put you on speaker. Hold on. Okay. Let me turn the mic a little bit further. All right, let me just. Give me a second. All right, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
All right. So yeah, guys, this is a rock representative. So I was asking about the price, but we're not gonna get into price because everything is based on where you are and everything is quoted towards you and what you need. All right, so that's out of the way. So she's gonna give information about the machine. All right, go ahead.
So, I am from Embellisher. We are a pre-owned marketplace. We are a rock distributor. We're not from Rock per se, but we are partners with them. We offer new and pre-owned equipment. All of our pre-owned equipment undergoes an operational inspection. We have currently some rock necks, rock U's available. If you go to our site, embellisher.com, you'll find all of the equipment on there. The pre-owned equipment the prices are shown. And so that's the price plus shipping or plus installation, training. We also offer those services as well.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. So you said you offer machines that's already like used machines, right? And also what was the detail on that? So for those who are like, I want maybe to cut down on the price a little bit.
Of course. Yeah, so we represent the seller and help make sure that, if you're looking to get into screen printing or you're looking just to upgrade your machine, we have affordable options for you. We also work with different finance partners, so we have financing available as well if you're looking just to, save on your cash flow and get into some low payments. We have all of the configurations online. If we don't have it pre-owned, we can either put you on a wait list and let you know once we do have that configuration available. We also offer, you can purchase new through us as well.
Hello? Oh, that's I wasn't expecting that. I'm gonna wait till she comes on, and I don't know what happened. Did I just press something? That was weird. But anyways, I'm just hang up. So wow. All right, so you guys got the information right there. Hopefully she comes on. If not, we'll see what happens. But I'm gonna move on to next. Wow. All right. So that was the rock. In case you guys want this, it's possible. Um, I was gonna ask her for phone number and this and that, so you guys can have all the information. I got the phone number, so I'm gonna save it under future automatic screen printing machines. But you know what? Maybe I can. Yeah, let me just give out the number. Hold on one second. Hold on. Okay. So Embellisher pre-owned marketplace distributor phone number is 1-855-90-5888, and their main thing is like I didn't even know they had so they have financing. So in case you guys really want to get into like screen printing and you're saying to yourself like, nah, Levite, I don't want this. I don't want this. None of that. I want to start off with an automatic screen printing machine, a 6 head with an 8 station, right? Station is where you put the shirts. Now you can do that. Now you can do that, right? So yeah, All right, let's move on to the next thing. Let's move on to the next thing. Um, next. All right, so hold on real quick. Okay, my time is short, but we're gonna talk real quick about DTF versus white toner. DTF versus white toner. But you know what? That was amazing. That representative was really amazing. All right, cool. Let's pin off to the next one. First, let me enlarge it. Bam. There we go. There we go. All right, cool. So right now we're gonna do white toner versus DTF. There's the white toner right there. All right, this comes from Condi. All right. Hold on one second. Let me take off this.
Printers, and now DTF is really catching some speed and catching some interest out there, so we're going to go ahead and break it down for you. In a comparison of DTF and white toner printing from Digital Heat Effects, we can just go ahead and start with what they have in common. These are things that are going to be universal across both of these technologies. The first one is going to be that they are both print on a clear film. This makes it so much easier to work with when you're trying to line things up on your heat press. Both of these transfers can be printed, cut up.
All right. So when it comes to DTF, you get stuff like this. It's a roll, right? You get a roll. When it comes to white toner, they're sheets. You load up the sheets, they print out. Now, with the sheets, if you have, let's say you don't want the cookie in, the cookie was just something else, right? You can cut out the cookie just like this, right? You can do gang sheets in it, but it's a sheet and it's usually 11 by 17, right? Your print capability probably is 16 and a half by, 11 or 10.5 or something like that by 16.5. That is your print capability. Is that bad? No, it's good. But if somebody wants a print that's a little bit wider, like a 13 by 19, now you may have to send out for it. But if you tell them, listen, we only do this size. If you want bigger, we can do bigger, but it's gonna be more. And chances are they'll probably tell you no, so you're good to go. But if you do have to do bigger, you can order out, which is kind of bad. But at the end of the day, if you're ordering out, you order the DTF. You don't have to manage it. White toner, like I'm planning on getting another printer that's a white toner printer. I know I have too many printers. That's a white toner printer because sometimes I may not want to screen print because it's too much colors. I may not want to what do you call it? Order transfers because maybe it's like something has to be done in 4 days or something like that, right? Transfers won't get here in time. I won't have enough time to heat press everything. So my goal is to get a larger white toner printer, and the reason why is because I slip on white toner. When I have a white toner printer right here, I have a smaller one. I have two choices. I either get the software to make the prints larger, or actually make it larger. Get the larger one. So I'm kind of conflicted, but chances are I'm probably gonna get the software. But in the meantime, I'm still looking at the larger one because it is what it is. And I just don't want to do all that extra work, you know. So yeah, and I have space somewhere for it. We'll get it going. Yeah, so that's basically the mode I'm in right now. But yeah, so
and then stored or sold to somebody else later. So these
so both of them can be sold, both of them can be stored, right? And both of them have white on the back, so it can go on any type of garment, right? One of them is a little bit thicker, but ultimately they both feel like paper.
transfers are transferable
It's either softer paper or tougher paper, and that's it.
for use at a later date. The transfers in both technologies do print white, which is a must for printing dark colored garments. They'll both print on a variety of textiles too, so you can print on cotton, polyester.
So as you can see the white right there, right? The difference between white toner and white ink is the white toner is manufactured correctly, so it doesn't clog the printer. However, the white ink can clog the printer because there's nozzles, little holes that the ink has to go through, right? And as the ink is going through it, the white ink has a tendency to stick on the nozzle. And as it's sticking on the nozzle, if it's not cleaned periodically, it clogs up the hole that would push out the ink, and now you have no white ink. But with the white toner, you don't have to worry about any of that. You can leave it for hundreds of days and come back to it later on 2-3 years and still prints the same.
And blends with both the DTF and the white toner printer.
And both of them can do the same type of garments, and they can go on hard surfaces too.
Also, as I mentioned before, you can print on dark color and light color garments, making them both extremely versatile. And the last thing to mention is that the prints for both of these are very thin. It's a very thin layer of ink or toner that's being put on the garment, so it will work on heavyweight type fabrics, but also if you wanted to put it on lightweight tees or tanks. Now I'd like to talk about some of the advantages of each technology. So let's go ahead and start with white toner printing. When you're printing with a Digital Heat Effects white toner printer, the key word in that is toner. That means that there are no liquid inks, which means that there's less maintenance. Since the Digital Heat Effects printers are using toner, you can actually just turn the machines off and let them sit for a while without anything need to be done. White toner printers like the Creo and the Uninet are really user-friendly from the technology standpoint when you have to change your consumables. So to change toners, drums, fusers, things like that, it's very low-tech, very easy to do. One of the things you might have noticed about white toner printers is actually they're pretty compact. So they easily fit on a tabletop, and they're also pretty quiet too. So they just don't make a lot of noise and they don't have that industrial sound. Another feature about white toner printers that's just not spoken about enough is that you can remove the white and put in a black toner and convert it to a regular CMYK toner printer, which means you can print things just like regular paper, invitations, promotional items like flyers too. And the last thing to mention about white toner printing like the Creo and the Uninet is that your cost of entry is really low. It's one of the...
You know, that's the other thing. If you're doing promotional work, right, and you want to do black cards with white ink, a white toner printer, a toner printer is really great for that because now you can do invitations and all that. It's very versatile. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to have. Actually, you know, I think I just made up my mind. Yeah, we get a white toner. Yeah, we get a larger white toner. But anyways, yeah, so that's pretty much it. My time's up. I gotta go. This has been Levi Apparel. Again, we brought you news, and then we got you into. Actually, you know what? Let's finish this.
Lowest costs of entries for a completely versatile system to be able to print transfers, make t-shirts, and more. Now I'd like to talk about some of the benefits of direct-to-film printing. The first one is just speed. You can print logos in seconds. DTF also offers roll printing, so you can actually do big production with a DTF printer. And all of the steps are done within the machine. So you click print and it rolls and does all of the steps. That by the time it exits the machine, it's a completed transfer. Once the transfer is done, the time on the press is super fast for DTF. So you can apply it to a shirt in about 10 seconds. You can also make your transfers huge or do a ton of them at once, as the width of some of the paper can go up to 24 inches by 100 meters.
I'm gonna end it there, but I think I made up my mind. I just saw the powder system, and that's one of the reasons why I'm like, I'm trying to stay away from too much powder. So if somebody shows up with black shirts, we're going white toner. We're going white toner. All right, guys, I'm gonna pin off to me to end it. So now you see the difference between white toner and DTF, direct to film printing, right? Right. So now you see the difference between white toner and direct to film printing. Both of these are very innovative. One feels a little bit better, but you can fix that, believe it or not. So if you're doing white toner and it's going on a black shirt, you have black ink, just remove the black. You can also print it as if you're printing a screen printing print. It will print it exactly the same as if it was going to be printed on a shirt. So you can allow holes and have breathability or whatever you call it. So there's so many ways around it. Now with DTF direct to film, it's a little bit softer. It feels a little bit more on the shirt, but it's still the same. It's on top. It's on top. Durability is a little bit longer, but at the end of the day, you need to work with that powder. Whether you have a powder shaker, bake, or whatever, it's a little too much. But with the white toner, guess what? You don't need the powder. It's just a separate adhesive setup that you have. And that's it. Alright guys, like, subscribe, Levi Apparel. I gotta go. Appreciate you guys. Peace.